how to do hot yoga's powerful awkward pose. Some people call it chair pose. In Sanskrit, it's Utkatasana. Other styles of yoga have the same name, but a different pose. So we're gonna go through all three parts of this pose with senior Barkan teacher Alex. And by the way, we're in Costa Rica. So here we are with senior Barkan teacher Alex. You're smiling. Traditionally, we always begin the posture from the right side. So this style of yoga could also be called Surya Yoga, honoring the sun. Surya is the right side, Chandra is the left side. So with the feet together, her right foot steps out about hip width distance, toes and heels are parallel. Make sure the toes don't turn into a V. Do that real quick, the other way. If you turn into a V, you're gonna put too much pressure in the inside of your knees, not a good thing. So we want the feet to be parallel, arms up, nice and strong. Now I want you to drop your shoulders, lift your shoulders up for a second. Drop your shoulders down and see how they disconnect to the arms. Bring your arms up and down without moving your shoulders. So once again, shoulders up, drop the shoulders down, strong arms, fingertips reaching straight out to the front. We magically turn to the side. What you don't want to do is to either bend your wrist up, cup it, come like this, cup your hands. Instead, what we want the flat wrist, we want flat hands. So we want the forearm, the wrist, and the fingertips to be an extension of your fingertips to be an extension of your arm, straight out. So once again, don't bend your wrist up like this. Don't bend your wrist up. Let's flatten it now. Don't cup your hands. No dancer hand. We want the hands flat. So there's a straight line, forearm, wrist, fingertips. Recently, I created a free PDF download. It's called 5 Hot Secrets to Instantly Improve Your Practice. If you want a copy of this PDF, put in the comments below, give me the guide, and I'll directly send you the guide. I also put links in the description below. Once again, we've magically turned to the side. So now we've got our feet positioned properly. The arms are up, hands shoulder height, shoulder width, wrists straight, and the hands are straight. She takes a deep breath in, holds the core, and sits right down like she's sitting on a chair. But in order to get lower, she's got to go forward. So as she goes forward, she can sit down more. Now here's a big difference between Bikram and Barkan. I don't want you to arch your lower back. So we're going to turn the tailbone under, what I call the scoop. We're lifting from the chest, but we're not arching the lower back. This is going to take a lot of pressure off your sacrum. It's going to save your lower back. Guarantee it's a revolutionary alignment. So you're sitting down all the way to the thighs parallel, trying to bring your upper back on the chair. That's the hard part, but the tailbone scoops. One last thing for the awkward pose, first part, lift your toes off the floor to make sure the weight's in the heels, but arms reaching forward at the same time. Now I want you to look at this clip of Bikram doing first part awkward pose on a television show back in the late 1970s. Look how he's scooping his tailbone. Now if you'd like me to personally coach you in this pose or any pose, I created a pose coaching pack. I put links in the description below. It's real simple. You send me videos of yourself doing the poses, and I send back to you video feedback on how you can correct the pose, how you can get better and change. By fixing your alignment, it changes everything. Still talking about the first part, awkward pose. I had a student once a long time ago. She was at a party on a 3rd floor balcony in Florida, and she's leaning on the railing, and all of a sudden the railing broke, and she went right into first part awkward pose. Saved her life.
That's really true.
True story. Second part awkward pose. Coming up from the first, arms up nice and strong. It should be there already. She comes up on her toes as high as she can. That's the hard part. You got to get those toes all the way up there. Come straight down, hold the core with a straight back. Just where the hips go above the knees. Hold here. One thing I'll do sometimes as a teacher is I'll come over and I'll put my foot here and just lift them up. Say, that's how high you got to get up on those toes. Way up there to strengthen that quadricep muscle. Sit down a little bit more, keeping that back straight. Another big difference between Bikram and Barkan, Bikram has you go all the way down to where the thighs parallel to the floor. To me, that's too low. And the reason why it's too low is because you're not engaging the quads. Instead, you're gonna go just before the hips go below the knees. Or you're gonna, go ahead. Okay, stop. Yeah, you cramped. Okay, now do it.
Don't kill her.
Instead, we're gonna go just before the hips go below the knees. I'm gonna have Alex stop for a second so we can build the quadricep muscle. As soon as you go where the thighs parallel to the floor, you're no longer engaging the muscle, you're no longer strengthening the muscle. Hips a little bit above the knees, big difference, game changer. And I was famous for holding the second part aqua pose for over 1 minute. And my students back in the old days started getting these huge thunder thighs. So I stopped. Especially in the second part aqua pose, it's going to build the quadricep muscles. If you're a skier, by the way, you're going to notice a significant difference because your legs are going to be much stronger on that ski slope. The aqua pose, especially the second part, is a wonderful pose to building strength in the quads and building strength in your legs. Third part, on your toes a little bit, knees together, and she slowly lowers down. But as she's lowering down, you're going to think someone's pulling a string to the top of your head. So there's traction in the spine. And she's going to stop just before the hips touch the heels. She's going to hover, hold the core, stomach in, back straight. Now watch this clip from the same television show with Julia Prowse. And when she goes down into the third part aqua pose, she's actually tucking her tailbone all the way under, which I'm not real crazy about. I like that slight turn or the slight scoop of the tailbone that I showed you earlier. In the old days, probably up to like 1985, we would sit all the way down on our heels in the third part. All the way down on the heels. It wasn't until the mid-1980s that we started to hover. Come up for a second. You can come all the way up. Let me explain what happened. Julia Prowse, who was on that clip that I showed you before, a famous actress, singer, performer in Las Vegas, movie star, she said to Bikram, why don't we just slowly lower down, stop before our hips touch the heels, and that'll strengthen the legs more, and then slowly come up. And Bikram said, okay, and he changed the alignment for that pose forever. Now, to come up with the pose, you don't want to just come up. What you're going to do, you're going to squeeze the core, you're going to squeeze your thighs together, you're going to take a deep breath in and slowly come up with a straight back. Let's see if you can do that slower and with a straighter back. And slowly come up, holding the core with a straight back. But you have to take the breath. In fact, look at this video I recorded recently on how to use the Ujjayi sound, the Ujjayi breath. It's going to change your practice entirely, guarantee it. So next time you're in class, I want you to implement these tips. And the first, second, third part aqua pose, build strength, build your core, strengthen the legs. It's going to revolutionize your practice, definitely this pose, guaranteed. So that's our episode for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our video here in Costa Rica. If you're interested in coming to Costa Rica next year, we come every year in May. I put links in the description below. We'd love to have you join us. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Any comments, questions, put them down below. I'm happy to get back to you, and I'll see you the next video. Bye, everyone.